Why a Man Should Love You More Than You Love Him, Part 4. What's good, y'all? Lonnie Appleton here. If you have a couple of minutes, I received a colossal download this morning during meditation. I want to share it with you guys because this is insightful as I couldn't get out of meditation quick enough to come out here and give y'all this stuff. The previous video discussed why chose Eve instead of Adam, or Adam and Eve at the same time. The video after that discusses how men will be progressive, but a lot of them are seeking validation and boning up their knowledge in the area that validates their space. So they're growing in the space that they're in instead of evolving out of that space, even though they know the space that they're in is not serving their higher good. But back to Adam and Eve. The serpent knew if he pulled up on Eve, Eve is open to progressive thought. The serpent knew if I could just get her ear and bend her ear, I could tell her something, and Eve's gonna sit there. She's not gonna immediately reject it because it conflicts or contradicts what she already believes to be true, because that's not what women do. Bars. No, he knew that if I could just get in her ear and spit her some logic and she thinks about it, she will create an understanding. And yes, that is my new word that my friend gave to me, because we don't understand, we understand. And once we have that understanding, then we can start applying the knowledge. So he knew if I could get to Eve and get her to understand what I'm talking about, I could do some things. No, I'm not saying what the serpent on was right or wrong. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about how men and women work. So the serpent gets in Eve's ear, and he gets her by herself, because even though Eve is loyal to Adam, because women are loyal to what they love, men can love without loyalty. So he knew that if he could get to Eve by herself, even though she's loyal to Adam, she'll be open to hear what he got or what it has to talk about. I tend to gender animals. I don't mean to do that, but it knew that if it could get her ear, it can get her to figure or to do what it wants. God damn it, it's a he. So Eve, even though she heard what God said, she also heard what the serpent said, and it made some sense too. She created a space of understanding. So she took that understanding, because once you understand something or understand something, you can now flip it and speak it in your language. And when you flip it and speak it in your language, then it can be understood by someone else. Y'all, I cannot see my phone in the sun anymore. Like, my screen just blacks out in the sun, so I don't even know what's going on. I think I'm out of time, but I can't tell. Part 5. Why a man should love you. That don't sound good. Why a man should love you more than you love him, Part 5. Had to move my position so I could see my damn screen. Like, this phone is whack. Crack is whack, so is the iPhone. We are talking Adam and Eve. Lots of good stuff. I received this download during meditation, and I was like, I gotta come tell y'all, because this is at the biblical level why a man needs to love a woman more than the woman loves him, because a woman will be loyal to what she loves. A man can love without loyalty. That's why when a man says he loves you but still dogs you out, it's because he does not love you enough to be loyal to you. Man was loyal to God. So the serpent knew if I pull up on Adam by himself, or if I pull up on Adam with Eve, Eve ain't gonna listen to me. Adam ain't gonna listen to me, because he's loyal to God. The serpent knew if I pull up on Eve, I can put a bug in her ear. And even though she's loyal to Adam and she loves him and she's loyal to God, a woman will listen, because a woman is a knowledge seeker. And if there's any opportunity to improve herself and improve her life, she gonna give you her ear for a second, whether she agree with it or not. She gonna listen. She gonna hear you out. A lot of y'all done watched a lot of my videos that you don't necessarily agree with what I'm talking about, but you gonna hear me out. So us talking about you had me until, that ain't even our nature, ladies. We are seekers of knowledge and the vessels of transferring of knowledge. That is our position here on this earth. And our good men are just waiting to be led. I know that hurts, but let's really have some come to Jesus moments and see how this stuff functions. And we see the original man, Adam and Eve. How did they move? Adam did not make a move until Eve showed up and said, let's go. And Adam said, okay. So back to the apple. Satan comes up, or the serpent pulls up, and the serpent's like, yo, check this out. And he gives her rap, right? And he's like, yeah, but God said. And the serpent was like, but think about it, sis. Just think about it. You want to stay in this space of no knowledge, or you want to go eat that apple and get all this freaking knowledge? Boom, that was a point that didn't come to me during my meditation, but right there, Eve ate the apple because she wanted knowledge. She didn't want to walk around here fumbling in the dark trying to not know what the fuck's going on. Being happily, blissfully unaware was not good enough for her. So then you wonder why men are okay with just bumping around, letting life happen, and women are like, no, I need to figure out what the fuck is going on so I could be progressive, so that I could propel this forward. If y'all don't understand that women are leaders, then y'all don't understand English. And I'm done talking.
You don't understand that, you don't understand English, homeboy. I'm done talking.
Why a man should love a woman more than she loves him, part 7 maybe? Ooh, I am on one, y'all. This is a series, and ooh, this one is good. What's good, y'all? Lonnie Appleton here. If you have a couple of minutes, we are knee deep in the Adam and Eve saga. It was a damn saga. And I'm sitting here with my popcorn like, tell it, sis. We're talking about how a woman is loyal to what she loves, and we're talking about how men can love without loyalty. That is why you have men who profess their love for a woman, but still dog her out. Do we dog out the things that we love? We know we're not supposed to. Why can't you stop? Because she has not earned your loyalty, and your loyalty comes through you loving her more than she loves you. It's almost, and I know God has not given us the spirit of fear, but it's almost a fear of losing you. You add so much value to his life that he is loyal to you and does whatever you need to keep you. And y'all can up against that all you want to, but the men who understand that are in very happy relationships. And the men who want to deny that are constantly in relationships and butting heads with women and calling for the genocide of women because the women are faulty. No, you are faulty. And you need to get that shit up off you. And if you want to be progressive, be open to some new discussions, because the discussions you've been having have gotten you the results that you have yielded today. Are you living the life that you desire, that you want? Are you experiencing the intimate relationships that you desire, that you want? Are you having the relationship with your mother that you desire, that you want? The relationship with your daughter that you desire, that you want? Then probably the way that you've been doing it ain't the way it needs to be done. But I'm not here to teach you. You gotta teach yourself. So anyway, the serpent goes up to Eve and is like, this is my rap, yap. She's like, I dig it. I understand what you're saying. You speaking some facts. So she's like, yeah, I seek knowledge. Women are knowledge seekers. Men are okay with being dictated to and just existing in whatever exists. And this isn't coming from a negative space. It's just the truth. Y'all will sit up and play video games and get up and go to work, come home and sit up and play video games and get up and go to work and repeat. Meanwhile, your wife is sitting next to you, or your girl sitting next to you reading books and figuring out how to lotion up her body to improve her skin, and figuring out how to adjust her diet. To the only reason why y'all adjusting y'all's diet is because you're trying to get yoked up, but women are adjusting their diets because they have a deeper understanding of what all of that means. So y'all can't say I'm not telling the truth when I am. Get out your fucking feelings. Part 8.